Joining me now on the phone, the recently retired Donald Driver. Donald, how you doing?
I'm good, Drew. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. You know, it's got to be a load off your mind, but a little bittersweet for you, isn't it?
It is a little bittersweet. The thing is for me is that when you sit back and you try to figure out your career and you know where you've been and you know the ups and the downs, I just kind of knew that it was time. It was time to walk away from the game. Knowing that you still can play and you feel like you can go play somewhere else. 12 years ago, Drew, when I stood in that room when I first signed my big contract, I told the fans that I would never wear another color and that I would never play for another team. And for me, I had to keep my loyalty and I had to keep the respect that they have given me for so many years. I had to keep it to them as well. So I'm officially going to announce on February 6th my retirement in front of 3,000 fans plus a million fans around the world.
Tell me how it feels and what you are looking at as your legacy, because obviously going down as the #1 all-time Packers receiver and receptions and yards, I mean, that had to be important to you, knowing what your legacy is.
Well, it did, and I think that's what you have to look at all. I've always said that, I wanted to retire as a Packer. I always wanted to wear the green and gold. And that's where I stood, and I knew if I could go play somewhere else, I think, Christian said it better. My little man said it better than anyone else. My wife said she didn't want to play for another team. She loved Green Bay, and that's where her mind was going to, stay. But she said she was willing to follow me wherever I wanted to go. My son, Christian, he sat down with me and made it plain and simple. He said, "Daddy, no one's going to love you like the Packer fans." And that was the easy decision for me. Sometimes you want to walk away from this game and you want to walk away mad and upset and say, okay, well, I want to go do this, but there's no hatred at all. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. It's just a business. It was a business decision at the end of the day for the organization, and you respect that. And I'm moving on. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Now I can be the dad and father that I've always been, but now I can just be more. Now I can spend more time with my kids and my wife.